Dr. Asyirah Rahim from RCA Penang, University Science Malaysia. And today I'll be talking to all of you about sustainable consumption and production. So what I'm going to cover for today is what is consumption and production. And why it matters to us. What can we do? So basically these are the things that we will cover, and I think it will take us about 20 minutes for this presentation, and I hope you will enjoy my presentation, and it will help you in producing your video and also your lifestyle. Okay, to start with, what is consumption and production? So consumption, I'm sure everyone consume every day. So actually, according to consumption is the use of goods and services and the action of using up resources. So actually consumption is about what we use. Every day we consume food, we use electricity, and this is for our daily activities. And production, the action of making or manufacturing from components or raw materials, or the process of being manufactured, how the products or the things that we use are made. From the resources, how are they turned into a product? So that is the production. So I hope everyone is clear on what the consumption and also production. So why is it important for us to know about consumption and production? So why is our consumption and production matter to us? So our population is increasing rapidly. If you look around, we are actually having more people. We have people are actually in one places are growing. So people need water, we need food, we need also energy, we need a place to live, we need houses, and people also need jobs. We need to communicate with each other. We have handphones, we talk through. We need transportation to move from one location to another. You need to take a bus to your school, for example. And of course, we need to wear clothes and other things in life. So since people are increasing, we are becoming more and more, so we consume more resources. Because of that, we need to produce more to meet the demands by this growing population. So we produce and we consume. So let's see what are some of the things. And mostly because of our current lifestyle, we are busy with work. Our daily activities are very packed with so many things. In the morning you go to school, in the afternoon you have to go for sports and things like that, and people work from 8 to 9, 8 to 5 and things like that. So we have changed from, and we require fast and packaged food to actually meet this demand of a fast-paced lifestyle. So you can see there are many things that have been produced to meet this demand, and these are some of the things. And also we can see a lot of food, biscuits and other things being packaged for convenience to us. And also for communication, everybody uses handphones nowadays. You can see even in Malaysia, I think the students in my university, most of them have more than one handphones. So you can see a lot of handphones, and these actually uses up the resources. You need all the materials to produce handphones. And we travel every day. We travel. People are more using more private cars, private vehicles, motorcycles, and rather than using the public transport. And this causes a lot to produce the cars, and it is a lot, using a lot of resources. And what do you use to make them move? We need petrol. So those petrol are also an energy requirements to actually help us in communication and also in transportation. And as you can see, the rise in energy consumption, you know that we start to use all this since the first industrial revolution, when we start to have steam engine and electric motor, gasoline engine, and now there are so many products being invented to help us with our daily needs, but that requires energy. We need electricity to power up and use these products. You watch television, you use computers, you wash your clothes using machines now, you cook using electricity, stove, and even you use dishwashing machines. So everything needs energy. Even at work, everything we need energy, electricity, and this energy resources, we are using coal, we are using oil, gas, and also some renewable energies. However, you can see that it is increasing to meet the demand of the increased population. So what are the impacts of our actions of using and consuming so many resources? Yeah, we are throwing the plastic. As you remember, we are using more fast food, packaged food, and things like that. So we are throwing plastic wrapping and also containers that are used to wrap our food and our products. And you can see this is an example of how the waste that we produce. This is from food. During a festival at in Malaysia at our university, we can see a lot of rubbish which are actually food packaging. Yeah, you can see styrofoam containers, you can see plastic cups, and others. And what happened to this waste? Where do they go after this? And what happens to them? As you know, plastic are not degraded very easily. It takes years, 100 years to actually degrade, or they are not degradable. So they are actually polluting our resources, such as this pristine river. You can only see this river at the upstream, and it's so beautiful, and you can just imagine how cold the water is. And you can also do some recreational area. You can go and swim in the clear water. But what happens as it flows to the cities or to where we have more activities? Yeah, if people keep on throwing and using plastics, for example, or containers, it will pollute our rivers. And you know that water are now becoming less and less for us to use because it is polluted. So other than that, we are also polluting our natural habitat and killing the animals. These are marine and terrestrial lives, animals that are being harmed by the plastics, the plastics, and also the waste that will in the river will flow to the ocean and can harm our animals. For example, this dolphin and the monkeys, maybe. Now even the monkeys are actually maybe looking for food near a recreational area. And These are very disturbing. They will get suffocated and they can die. And okay, fast food also is one of the phenomena that is increasing is obesity. Here you can see the figure showing overweight populations in Southeast Asia. Studies has been conducted and results showed that overweight populations in Southeast Asia is increasing at an alarming rate. Unfortunately, if you look, Malaysia is among the highest cases, incidents of obesity, especially among children. And this is not good, as obesity can lead to other diseases which relate to non-communicable diseases, and we need to make sure that this does not or need to be reduced. Use of vehicles and use and industrial activities to produce products and things like that in manufacturing are actually polluting our air, and this is the same air that we breathe. As you know, air moves around and are not confined to an area, and we are polluting the air. And you can always see some of the days you can see smoke and things like that. So this is also alarming, especially in cities. Are these things happening in your area as well as in your neighboring community? If so, what can we do? So based on that, we can see that we are consuming more and more, and we are producing more. And from what the studies has been done, the ecological footprint, if we continue to develop and to grow as we are doing now, we'll be consuming 3 Earths, the capacity of 3 Earth. But as you all know, we only have 1 Earth, the only Earth that we are living on. So is it possible that we continue with what we are doing now and we can live happily by 2050, which is not far away actually, and we need 3 Earths to do that. So can we reduce our consumption to live within this Earth capacity? So this is an important thing that you need to think about. We are fast approaching 2030, and in 2 decades after that, the 2050, can we reduce what we are doing, and then so that we can live a sustainable life on Earth? So the question I am posing to myself and to all of you, is that what can we do at our school, at our community, in our neighborhood, in our country, and for all? So what can we do? So I think doing more and better with less. We don't have to continue with what we are doing now. We only use what we need and not what we want. So doing more and better with less. And can we actually change what we have now for a more lifestyle in harmony with nature? So what do we need to do? Are we changing production patterns? So the production in the supply side of the cycle, looking into where the resources come from, and can we manage it to be more sustainable in doing the production itself? What can we do to increase to reduce and have a cleaner and greener production, And when the products enter the market, can we have better products and services at the market so that we have the choice to pick those products that would enable us to lead a more sustainable lifestyle. So rather than just looking at what is being produced, we must also change our consumption patterns, how we use all the resources, how we use the product for what we need. So the market must offer some products and services that we can make a choice for us to be a more and a smarter consumer for our own individual household consumption, and also how do we manage the waste that we have. So that is from the demand side. So do you buy what we want, or do we buy and change it to what we need? We must also start thinking in a systems way, looking at the overall picture and trying to find out where can we contribute, and with what we have, with our capacity, maybe as a student, as a teacher, or as a community in a neighborhood, how can we contribute and make a change? Are you involved in the production? Or if you are not involved in the production, can you be a smarter user, consumer, and can we actually help in the recycling of products that we use rather than just ending up in a landfill or in an incineration? So what is happening around you? Where can you contribute and what can you do? There are so many opportunities for you that if you look and see properly and understand what is happening at our own school or our own city, then we can see where we can contribute. So I'm taking this opportunity also to share some of the things that we did at University Science Malaysia. So the students started a campaign they call the White Coffin. Actually, this is to reduce the use of styrofoam. As you know, this styrofoam is used as a food container when you buy food. You go to a shop and a hawker, you want to buy food, you put in the styrofoam and you take it home, or you go and eat somewhere else. And it is reported that long-term use of styrofoam increases the risk of getting cancer. So the students started this to actually use the white coffin. And the white coffin campaign is to stop styrofoam use in campus. So they start to say that no styrofoam in campus. And what they did is they promote students and staff to bring their own container to pack food for lunch and dinners. And another thing is that they also launch campaign say no to plastic bag. You remember the dolphin, the monkeys, the tigers that are being the habitat are being polluted with plastic bags. So we need to reduce plastic usage. So no more plastics are used in campus. So these are some of the things that you can do to reduce wastage, and also to ensure that the waste are reduced. Other than that, in terms of healthy lifestyle, we also encourage students that they can grow their own food. For example, this edible garden that was started by a group of students which uses some areas around their hostel. So they can use and they can grow and then use it, or they can sell. And other than that, you can also help your own community that lives around the campus, or your school, your own neighborhood, to clean up the area, plant trees, and also you can conduct awareness campaign about the sustainable consumption, production, and what are the impact and why we need to change our lifestyles. So these are some of the things that our students do. So before I end, I would like to share this with all, that we are sharing this planet with other living things, and there is a sufficiency in the world for man's need, but not for man's greed. So we must remember that what we are doing or what we are consuming are also needed by others, and we also need to take care, be a steward of our own planet, the only planet Earth that we have. So each of us have our own perspective from how we see it. So no one is wrong. So please look around you and start doing something that you can do, whether it's small or big, it doesn't matter. So thank you very much for listening, and hope and all the best to all. Thank you.